What is going on, you savages? Welcome to the show. I am fired up about today, fired up about most days, but today in particular because I want to talk about something that's been really, truly kind of just bugging the shit out of me. So we'll dig into that in a second. But in the meantime, head to traviscrutcher.com. That's where you can find all things coaching and speaking. So coaching, we can do one-on-one coaching, collaborative coaching. If you've got a group of people that want to work through some issues together, we can do that. Keynotes, workshops, you name it, I got you covered. But hit me up quickly. Spots are limited and going quickly, and I'm not even playing around. So if you're interested in that stuff, head to traviscrutcher.com. Check that out. Also, listen to the other podcast, the one I do with Jess, stuff that shouldn't matter but does. It is nothing like this show. It is complete lunacy and complete absurdity. So please check that out. Anyway, I'm going to now shut up so I can thereby talk some more.
Welcome to Not Sorry with Travis Crutcher, the show where Travis will say some things that might trigger you, offend you, make you laugh, or even motivate you. So, if you're not easily offended, stick around and enjoy. On the other hand, if you are easily offended, listen anyway. Then go tell everyone how triggered you were. Either way, you can be certain of one thing. Travis is not sorry.
All right, here we go. Today we're going to talk about what I like to call the lazy paradox, man. It's wild to me, and I see this a lot, and it's on social media. That's where you're going to see shit like this. But it's been really driving me crazy recently. Like, you ever notice how the people doing barely anything are the ones constantly posting about their hustle, right? And it's driving me nuts because meanwhile, I've got clients who are absolutely working their asses off, and they're still up at night worrying that they're not doing enough. It's madness, right? We've all seen these people, right? They finally send out one email after procrastinating for 3 weeks, and suddenly they're Gary V on social media talking about rise and grind and hustler life and talking there, I'm building an empire. Meanwhile, their empire is a half-finished website and 2 unanswered DMs. That's not an empire, dog. I had someone tell me the other day, this is true, that they were grinding so hard, right? Because they worked 4 whole hours, 4 hours in one day, and they were serious. They genuinely thought they were putting in work. And look, dude, I'm not trying to be a dick, but doing a little more than nothing isn't hustling, okay? It's just being slightly less than lazy than you were yesterday. And then you flip that around, and let me tell you about real winners, man. I work with some absolute monsters, and I couldn't be happier with my clients, truly. These people are actually getting shit done, actually building something real. And you know what keeps them up at night? They're worried they're not doing enough. I've got one client who hit 7 figures last year. And you know what she said to me? Travis, I feel like I'm being lazy. I should be doing more. Another guy doubled his business in 6 months, and he's stressed because he thinks he's falling behind. That right there, that's the difference between winners and everyone else. And here's something that might sting a little. If you think you're working hard enough, you're probably not even close. Man, trust me, there's not a day that I sit down and I'm done with, quote, work for the day that I think I did enough. There's always more that I feel like I could have done. It's like going to the gym. You know those people who 5 minutes on the treadmill and they think they had a great workout? I talked about one of these people on the other show recently. I saw someone sitting on a stationary bicycle with the phone, watching something in one hand and eating a snack with the other hand. And they're going to tell somebody they fucking went to the gym. The real athletes, they're the ones pushing until they want to puke and then doing one more set. We used to joke in the Army, right? Because the last event you would do on your PT test when I was in was the 2-mile run. And we used to joke and say, if you don't puke when you finish the finish line or cross the finish line, you didn't even try. Those are the ones who finish and they immediately start planning tomorrow's shit. Okay. And that's what real work looks like. Not this, I answered 3 emails, time to post about my grind bullshit. And you know what's funny? The moment you start thinking you're doing enough is exactly when you start losing. It's like your brain goes, cool, we've made it. Time to coast. I've been there after like some back-to-back-to-back full months. I mean, full packed out speaking, coaching, you name it, doing all the things. And I'm like, you know what? I'm dialed in. I can coast. And that's comfort zone. And that's where fucking dreams go to die. Real winners are uncomfortable as hell. I'm telling you, when I'm really working, when I'm really winning, my clients who are really kicking ass, they're uncomfortable. They're questioning everything. They're pushing boundaries. They're never satisfied. And that discomfort is their compass. I'm not saying be miserable. I'm saying stay uncomfortable. Keep pushing. Let me give it to you straight. If you're spending more time telling people about your work than actually working, planning your success rather than creating it, and posting about your goals more than you're fucking pursuing them, you're not working hard enough. Not even close. And you know who's really grinding? The people too busy getting shit done to post about getting shit done. You know, there'll be whole weeks to go by and I'm like, fuck, I didn't post anything at all to social this week. And that's a big part of my business. It's something I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm so fucking busy and so focused on the actual work that it just fucking passes by. And you know what? The algorithm will forgive me. It will. And it'll forgive you too. If you don't post that last, gym selfie, whatever the fuck, and you just do the work, the algorithm will forgive you. You'll pop back up, I promise. Because here's the truth. There's no such thing as working hard enough. I know that sounds shitty. I know that sounds terrible. But it's not even a real thing. You're either growing or you're dying. There is no middle ground. If you think you're doing enough, you're not. Sorry, you're not. In anything, and I mean anything, growing a business, a relationship, physical fitness, you name it. If you think you're doing enough, you're not. And that's okay, as long as you recognize it and change it. The goal isn't ever to reach, quote, enough, okay? The goal is to push past what you thought was possible and then push some more. Case in point, you'll hear it here first. I just finished writing and am waiting on the publisher for a children's book. Some shit I never thought I'd do. But I was like, fuck it, why not? I haven't done that. That makes me uncomfortable. It's not really my wheelhouse. I wonder if I can pull it off. And so I did it. So that's what I'm talking about. When you think you're at your limit, push more. When you think you've done enough, you're wrong. There's more you can do. And I'm not saying grind all the time. I'm not saying hustle culture is worth it. I'm saying push yourself to be the very best you can be. Don't settle for half-assed, okay? Okay. I know it's a short one. I know it's spicy. But you know what? It's probably coming out on a Friday, and you want to get on with your day. So that's it. Remember, if you think you're working hard enough, you're probably being lazy. And if you're worried you're not doing enough, you're probably on the right track. Cool? Anyway, hope you dug it. Hope you took something away from it. And I will talk to you next time. Later.